just want to get the series off to a good start. So we'll see if either or maybe both of these guys are up to the task.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Angels, as longtime manager Mike Scioscia will line up his guys like this. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. And the Royals defensively will look like this behind him. Johnny Giavotella makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening.
Tonight for the Angels, second baseman, Johnny Giavotella.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a cold strike one. DK, you take a look at our homestanding nine as they enter play here this evening. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And the thing about baseball is that each new day brings a new opportunity. So we'll see if these guys are up to the task here.
And that misses 1-1. 67 degrees our game time temperature. Ready now on 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. A look there at our scouting report is here's what you'll see out of this 23-year-old right-hander. Cole Calhoun will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. Here's the first offering. And he swings on top and sends it on the ground out to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, center fielder number 27, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. Now here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. You got to figure that that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, and especially when it's on the inner half.
The 1-1. Swing and a grounder fouled, and that almost took the first base coach along with it. Here comes a 1-2. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. Just underway here in Kansas City. Now another 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
full count. 3-2. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
Now here it comes. On the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. And now the Royals get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Now the starting lineup for Kansas City, as put together by manager Ned Yost, looks like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. And defensively, the Angels will look like this in the field. Alcides Escobar will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
For the Royals, the shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
And that's in there for strike one. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on it, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Now the pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Now the pitch. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number one.
That's a real good sinker there. You can see this ball's in the dirt by the time he's committed to this swing. That's a nice job behind the plate at cleaning up and getting that foot out at first.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
In now is Lorenzo Cain, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The average coming into play right at 320. A dozen home runs to go along with 52 RBIs. Here comes the 1-0. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. On the way. Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Here it comes, 2-1. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Bases are empty here with two men out. 2-2 pitch on the way. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike three. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Albert Pujols will stand in for the first time here. 30 home runs for him on the season so far.
Albert Pujols.
First pitch on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Hosmer is there, and a big sigh of relief out on the mound as Pujols is retired on just one pitch.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And you'll take that every time.
Murphy.
David Murphy will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Now here's the first pitch. And this is up and in, ball one. The 1-0 pitch. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and taken the opposite way out toward deep left center. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Batting sixth, shortstop, Eric Ibar.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Eric Ibar. First pitch coming. Too low, 1-0. The next pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. So 1-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Here comes the 1-2. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. He'll try again, 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Eric Hosmer will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Leading off for the Royals, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Here's the first offering. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one coming now to Hosmer. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now the 1-2. Grounded softly to the left side. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Here's Kendrys Morales. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
And now a pitch on the way. And this will be fouled away. The next 0-2. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, tough to start a game much better than this. He's run through these first 5 guys pretty easily. This is already his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Looks like he's in it for the long haul here.
Mike Moustakas will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the 2nd. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. The 1-0. Trying to keep the ball down here as this one finds the knees for strike 1.
Come on, Royal.
1-1 pitch on the way. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. KC down in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Connor Gillespie will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
First pitch coming. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Here it comes. Ball 1.
Are you kidding me up? Come on, Royals.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Now this one sets up a big pitch because you don't want to lose that leadoff guy in a scoreless ball game.
No swing at anything.
3-2, here it is. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. The 3-2 one more time. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, guys. That is a great at-bat to start off an inning. You got a guy out there on the mound burning through pitch after pitch, just trying to finish this guy off, and he never could do it.
David DeJesus will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. First pitch coming. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And he thought to bunting here with the number 8 hitter up there.
Well, I'm more of a National League guy, so I'd maybe think about it, but in the American League, you just don't see it used all that often.
He's ready now, the pitch. And there he goes towards second. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Boy, right there, with the runner moving on that play, he didn't even think they were going to try to get it out at second base. But somehow, they still managed to turn over the double play.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 7 homers and 28 RBIs. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1.
Just overmatched him there.
The 1-1 home. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
The right-hander deals on 1 and 2. Fouled back.
Come on, Casey.
Here's another 1-2. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. There to play it is Zobrist. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Angels go quietly there. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Salvador Perez will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Let's go, Royals!
First offering on the way. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home. 1-1 pitch swung on and pulled down the line to third. 1 away.
And that's the one thing about lefties that throw a lot of curves and changeups. You're normally going to give your third baseman a pretty good workout down there. But he's able to gobble this one up and make the play at first.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And standing in now, the right fielder, Alex Rios. And here's the first pitch. Now he runs up and gets this one down. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Hey, if you came here to see offense in this ballgame, sit back and relax just a little bit. Both of these pitches are absolutely dueling it out right now.
Number 16 will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch to him. Low for ball 1.
Come on, Casey!
1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Johnny Giavotella will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Johnny Giavotella.
Now the first pitch. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Now the 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a curveball just off the black. 2-1 now.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
2-1. Lays off the breaking pitch, and it's 3 balls and a strike.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Now the 3-1 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Now the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
On the way. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. And a rather easy first out.
Well, it probably wasn't the way he wanted to move the guy into scoring position, but it's going to have to do, and he's going to get that man up to second base now with 1 away.
Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Kane is there, 2 gone. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. 2 gone now for the Angels in the 4th. And standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw in time and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more Sunday Night Baseball following this. Alcides Escobar will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ball game.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
All right, base hit here.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Grounded, foul. Pitch on the way. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Ready now on 1-1. And this is lined back into center field, and that will be their first hit of the contest.
And you know the hitting coach right now is sitting in that dugout pumping his fist because that's what he's preaching all day, every day. Hit the ball up the middle, hit it hard.
Here's Ben Zobrist now as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And they'll snap one over to first. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. In now is Lorenzo Cain. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Let's go, Casey! Come on, Casey! Let's go!
And the pitch.
Here we go.
Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Royals bats are quiet there. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. David Murphy will make his way towards the box to lead off the
Leading
fifth.
off for the Angels, the designated hitter, David
Here's the
Murphy.
first pitch to him. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
Now the 2-0 home. In there, 2-1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
A 2-1 offering. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Here he comes on 3-1. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they still don't have any hits, but at least they've got themselves a leadoff walk. In the way things are going, I think they'll happily take that.
Eric Ibar will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now here's the first pitch. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. waits. Now the pitch. And here's the ball grounded foul near first base coach Alfredo Griffin. He's set. Now the pitch. Grounded foul off to the left, so they'll do it again. Another 0-2 coming. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Here's another 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Yeah, you know, sometimes as a hitter, when you get into that cycle of fouling off pitch after pitch and trying to protect, you just feel like you have to swing at everything you see. And here, he knows that out on the mound, so he just keeps going farther and farther away from the strike zone until he finally gets a swing and miss.
Okay, pitch down.
Here's Connor Gillespie as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. No runs, no hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. 1-0 pitch now. Runner goes for second. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. One there. On to Hosmer, a double play, and the inning is over. Angels held in check there. Halfway home, still no score. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. Matt Vasgersian here as Eric Hosmer gets ready to start things out for Kansas City. First pitch coming. In there, and it's 0-1. There's his total now, just into his fifth inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
And a bouncing ball, foul. Now here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And Pujols will simply step on first to record the out.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Kendrys Morales will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. First pitch on the way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Now the pitch. Here's a ball skied in the air near the line, back behind first. Pujols backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we see that these guys currently sit 5th best in the American League in that category. Mike Moustakas will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Gillespie is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. KC down in order. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. David DeJesus will lead things off for the Angels here as they look to get it going in their half of the sixth.
David DeJesus.
First pitch coming. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Here comes the 1-1. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Ready with the 2-1. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
You know, he's only got 2 strikeouts in the game so far, but he's really done a nice job of keeping guys off balance, and that's been the big key for him.
Chris Iannetta will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's the first offering. In there, no balls and a strike.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
And now a pitch on the way. And here's one that misses to the Angel catcher. It's back even at 1-1. 1-1 on the way. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 with 1 away. Fouled straight back. Angels still looking for hit number 1 in the ball game. Again, a 1-2. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. And there goes the no-hitter.
Well, this looks like one of those swings where it was just a flat-out guess. But this is not one of those guys where you can sit off speed and then just react to the fastball. You're not going to just react to 98. But give him credit however he did it. He put a good swing on that ball.
Johnny Giavotella will stand in, and Steve, with the no-hitter gone now, he's got to remind himself he's still got work to do out there.
Now, he sure does. This game is not over by any means. You've got to take any no-hitter thoughts and put those out of your mind and go back to focusing on the task at hand.
First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Under it is Kane, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Cole Calhoun will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. First offering on the way. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Mike Trout will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. First pitch coming. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
And here's where the Angels just have to start coming up with a key hit or 2.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. 1-0 on the way. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
3 hits now in the inning. He's pretty fortunate this one doesn't score a run, and that's going to load the bases now with 2 away, so it might take a 4th hit here to put something on the board.
Albert Pujols will stand in now, and suddenly the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Yeah, this sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? But when you've got a guy reeling out there like he really doesn't know what hit him, boy, it's time to put the pedal down.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And here's the first pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. A big pitch here, 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called, and a dubious strike 3 at that, as they can't push a single one of those runners across. Angels threaten, but leave them loaded. Still no score. Salvador Perez will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
Catcher, Salvador Perez.
First pitch to him. Now a little tapper here up the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. Here's the pitch. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2. That's off the end of the bat, foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. Now another 1-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
I'm not quite sure what that was all about. I don't think he knows either. That was almost in the on-deck circle.
Here's Alex Rios now, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
And the 0-1 is hit on the ground for Ibar at short. Throw beats Rios to the bag at first, 2 gone.
Now batting, number 16.
Number 16 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the first pitch. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Now here's the pitch. Look out, 2-0 now.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
.2-0 on the way. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Two out, nobody on. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Chopper, foul. Here he comes on 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Royals go down 1-2-3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. David Murphy will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Now the pitch. Now a curveball that's yanked high and deep down the line in right. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And he'll round it and try for third. And he will make it in safely. He's in at third as the go-ahead run.
Taking a little bit of a gamble there with nobody out as the go-ahead run. Conventional wisdom might tell you not to risk it and instead just stop at second, but he had a feeling he could make it, and sure enough, he was right.
Eric Ibar will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll leave in a tie ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at third, so the best he can hope for is a no decision. Number 39 is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Eric Ibar will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. Now here's the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Pause, now the pitch. And Ibar will lay off that one. It's even at 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And this is hit well towards the hole. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from third as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Well, we waited until the 7th inning to get somebody into the run column. Here's your opening run of the game right there. Heck, the way this one's gone, 1 run might be enough to do it.
Now the first pitch. Connor Gillespie is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. He's ready. Now the pitch. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
The 1-1. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Here comes the 2-1. There goes Ibar. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Rios is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Yeah, it looked like this might be much more off the bat, but this ballpark has really played large tonight. And, you know, we've seen a few balls right now really get knocked down out there.
David DeJesus will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. He's running towards second, and this is hit hard up the middle. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Yeah, and here with the runner who's on the move, you've got no chance of even thinking about getting the double play. So a smart idea there just to take the sure out at first.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and standing in now the catcher Chris Iannetta. Now here's the first pitch. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. From the stretch. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Comes set, now the pitch. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. Kane will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 in the inning here for the Angels on a couple of hits. Getting late, stretch time now in Kansas City. It's the Angels 1 and the Royals nothing. Alcides Escobar will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
And the pitch. And this is lined right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. So the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight. And the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Now here comes Angels manager Mike Scioscia on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Jose Alvarez will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Ben Zobrist will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. First pitch on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Here's the 1-0. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1.
And we all know that this guy doesn't really have the velocity to get it past a whole lot of major league hitters. So he's got to rely on that location, in and out, up and down, and that was perfect right there.
The 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. 1-2. Runners on the move for second, and a bouncing ball foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be two? Giavotella on to first, and they get the double play. But boy, was he ever upended at second base.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo.
Oh, this will be a good look here in show motion. Even in super slow-mo, I think we all know what's running through his mind right here. He knows he's going to get leveled, and this is something right out of a gymnastics class. That one had to hurt.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. In now is Lorenzo Cain. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Here's a 1-0. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will wind up being a foul ball. One pitch on the way. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Well, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. There's the lefty's offering on 1-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Royals. They're down 1-0. Wade Davis will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Johnny Giavotella will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far.
Second baseman, Johnny Giavotella.
Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home. Cole Calhoun will dig in. He singled his last time around. First pitch coming. And that's taken for strike 1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
And now a pitch on the way. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
Here's the 1-1. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
1 out, nobody on. The 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 coming, and he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. The 2-2 one more time. He'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. Swing and a liner, but this is going to get foul. The next 3-2. This one is swung on and hit in the air to right field for Rios. And that's out number 2. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Mike Trout will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Here's the first offering. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Now here it comes. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Here's Trout waiting on the 1-1. Now a swing and a ground ball. Two out, nobody on. Here comes a 1-2. Now a ball lined into left field. That's a base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble. Here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Albert Pujols will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
First pitch coming. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And he'll just watch that knuckle curve. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Here comes the 1-2. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And Pujols is aboard. That's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, he's a pitch away from heading back to the dugout. 2 strikes, 2 outs. He just can't seem to find a way to make that final pitch to get out of the inning. And that's 2 straight hits now with 2 away.
Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. First pitch coming. David Murphy is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
From the belt, the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Comes set, now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and the inning is over. Angels strand a couple. but they lead it 1-0. Mike Morin is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Mike Morin.
Eric Hosmer will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Gillespie is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Kendrys Morales will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And here's the first pitch. And that's up and in for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
The hits have certainly been few and far between so far. Just their 3rd hit of the ball game, and we're in inning number 8. From an offensive standpoint, you know, that's just not going to get it done.
Mike Moustakas will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Good swing there, but this is fouled off to the right side. He's set, now the pitch. And he chases one up the ladder as he hits a high fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is Trout, and there are 2 gone now.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. First offering on the way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Boy, we've seen a lot of guys be late on that fastball tonight, and I think that all comes from being a little over-aggressive.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
And the way these guys have been swinging at everything, I'm surprised he didn't go after that one, too.
Perez waiting on the 1-1. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Royals leave 1. They trail this one 1-0. Eric Ibar will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th.
Eric Ibar.
Number 44 will come in and pitch now.
Number 44.
Eric Ibar will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Shortstop, Eric Ibar.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here it comes. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Pitch on the way. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Up next for the Angels, third baseman,
Connor Gillespie will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now the first pitch. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. Now here's the pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
So 1-1 home. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
the left fielder, number 3, David DeJesus.
David DeJesus will step in, a ground out victim as last time. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Now here's the pitch. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Kane is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Angels go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 1-0 lead.
Your attention, please.
Ninth inning save situation now is on to try to close it down as the veteran right-hander Houston's 3. Alex Rios will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Rios digs in the 0-1. And he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Now the pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
All right, Alex. Let's do this, Alex.
Now the 1-2. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. The 2-2. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Well, you know, he knew who he had running down the line right there, so he had to try to hurry the throw. But in hindsight, I think he had a little bit more time than even he thought, and he winds up throwing this one away.
Number 16 will stride to the plate. He's 0 for 2 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
And you can see it. He's upset with himself out there at short. And he should be. He's a big leaguer. He'd like to get a ground ball here to get himself off the hook.
He waits. Now the pitch. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the pitcher, in fact, will just take a bite out of this one, an infield single.
Well, if the rally wasn't on already, it's officially on now. This is just a dream start to the inning here. They get the tying run to second. He's the most important guy, but don't forget, you get the potential winning run on at first base. So this game is really up in the air now.
Alcides Escobar will try to keep this rally going with the possible winning run aboard on first now with nobody out.
What was that?
First pitch to him. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
Tying and winning runs are on here with nobody out. The 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Now the 1-1. Now both runners on the move. Now a bunt attempt, and it looks like a good one. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on it.
Oh, two guys on already. They couldn't afford to make this any worse, but they managed to do it here by somehow turning a clear sacrifice attempt into a bunt single. That could really come back to hurt.
Ben Zobrist will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. He can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Look out for the double play, man.
Now the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Yeah, he needed that one. Something to give him a little bit of confidence.
Tying and winning runs are on here with nobody out. Pause, now the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. 1 run is scored. And the Royals are going to win this one in walk-off style.
Once this inning got rolling a little bit, you just had a sense that this thing might be slipping away. And sure enough, a 2-run bottom of the ninth is enough to turn the tables.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought in good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with victory.